Hey, welcome back to DieCash Cars. So as promised, we got a dual unboxing of Ronin Run today. Both of these boxes I just picked up from my local Hot Wheels swap meet, courtesy of SC Diecast. So definitely the go-to for all of your diecast needs. Scott and Lindsay are great, super professional, very prompt. I mean, these boxes I pre-ordered about 2 months ago. They came in and I actually had Scott and Lindsay hold these for me for another month so I could pick them up. I mean, totally generous, always willing to help. But with that, let's get right to it. Let's get these boxes open. So I'm kind of feeling just left to right. And don't mind this blue tape, it's no indication and everything. It's just got my private information on there and I'm just covering it up for the video purposes. But here we go, box number one. And this first box here, we'll actually go through and review the cars, one full set, just so we get an idea of the Ronin Run cars. Alright, moment of truth, guys. Box number one, and I'm seeing one white RX7. Dual white RX7, so not the chase, but man, I am just excited in general because this is the first time I've seen this. I know some folks are seeing these in stores right now. So let's dive into this set in a little bit more detail, starting with this Subaru Impreza WRX STI 22B version. This is not exactly an OEM color. This car, again guys, very limited, only coming in the WRC blue, but this is a good rendition of what all the actual modifiers would do out there. They would just go buy a USDM version of the 2.5 RS, which is the highest model for this particular chassis that we got here in the States. Modify it. You can buy a wide body kit that mimics the 22B. You get the right fenders. You could even buy a front clip and modify it. You can see it does have a nice carbon fiber hood. It does have the etching on it as well too, so it's not just a black color to mimic a carbon fiber hood. So they did a good job with this. This is great representation of that. And I've said it before, guys, but this is a super popular cast, and Hot Wheels in general is just hyping it up with treasure hunts, mainline releases, premiums. We are going to see this again in a yellow color coming out in Boulevard. I know that was just recently leaked on T-Hunted, so definitely keep a lookout because this 22B I suspect is going to be super hot moving forward. Then we got the Toyota Starlet with this work livery, and I gotta admit, I like it a lot better in this purple color with these bronze 4-spoke wheels than I did in the original red color first edition in the Toyota set last year. Just looks a little bit more modified, a little bit more race inspired. I am a big fan of work wheels too, work emotions. Those are always wheels on my list when I get a new car. So don't mind that license at all. I'm glad Hot Wheels could work that out. Does look good, nice card art. I mean, what can you say other than it's a great addition to this set? And as I said earlier, guys, this is a real car in real life, the Mazda RX7 FC Pandem wide body kit with the 4 fog lights in the front here. This thing is a spectacle, and I'm glad Hot Wheels was able to replicate it into 1/64 scale. It does have a painted base as well too, which is pretty cool. You guys know I'm a big fan of that. It just makes the car overall feel really premium. Do like the wheel choice on here too, and I'm glad they didn't make them look like they were by scale 22s on a tiny little 4-cylinder JDM compact car, but does look good. 6 spokes, chrome lip, bronze wheels, looks pretty sweet. You can tell the hood scoop is enlarged, so the stock version is a lot smaller than that too. So again, just a lot of really neat details. I mean, that giant whale tail in the back. I love how they got the roll cage in white too, and it just really stands out even with the light tint on the window there. But man, even being not the chase, guys, this car is amazing. Oh boy, now I have to get that chase piece. And then you got the Nissan 300ZX twin turbo, and a lot like the 22B, I mean, once this cast came out, the floodgates opened and we just got non-stop bombarded with this cast. Every year I feel like we get 1 or 2 different releases, whether it's in premium or out of the main line. I mean, we have seen a super treasure hunt of this already as well too, so definitely Hot Wheels, keep them coming, because this is an awesome cast, awesome car. And every time they release it, it's always in a solid color for the most part, dude. They haven't gone to the extreme of Hot Wheels and putting all these crazy graphics on it just yet, but definitely don't hate it in this dark red. And in my last video, you guys know I was talking a lot about the Mazda RX-3, the Kroger exclusive. I think Mazda is going to have a good year this year. We do know the one super treasure hunt this year for 2023 that is JDM so far is the Mazda Cosmo that's coming out a little bit later this year. So maybe it's a Mazda year this year, but this is definitely a must-have for all the JDM and Mazda fans there. But just a simple, clean, no tampoed blue RX7, again premium with that painted base. I mean, I love that wheel choice there too. The same size wheel across the board, and man, this thing just looks great. I can't wait to open up a set of these, although right now, guys, I'm just too chicken. I mean, just it was hard enough to get this. I know I pre-ordered it, but I have not had any luck finding this set, so eventually, guys, I'll work up the nerve to open this up and get it in hand. But man, this is just an awesome car, awesome cast. I mean, it's even got the front fog lights painted in. It's got a license plate. I mean, the tail lights, everything looks super accurate. It's got a black interior too. Pretty awesome for Ronin Run. So from a secondary market standpoint, right now, again, these are still fairly new sets, and I know a lot of people purchased these off of pre-order, so I know people are sitting on multiple sets of these because everybody, like myself, was chasing after that RX7 chase piece. Right now, secondary market, this full set of 5 is sitting in that $35 to $40 range. Each of these cars individually sells anywhere from $8 to $10. And at the show that I was at just this past weekend, these cars were selling around $10 out the door. But as with everything, especially with JDM premium sets like this, you gotta anticipate the value is gonna go up. The big question is, how long is it gonna take and how much, right? But again, there's so many different sets out there to compare this to. I mean, just thinking about Slide Street or Street Tuners, which is super popular right now. I mean, as I'm thinking about it, there was a set at the local show that was selling for $150. Nobody bought it. But it's just crazy to think that a 5-car set that was widely available just 2 years ago is sitting in triple figures in the secondary market. So with that complete overview, there's nothing left to do but crack open that last box of Ronin Run. Again, I picked this up from SC Diecast, who should be your go-to for all diecast needs. But here we go. Wish me luck. Final box. And right now I'm getting flashbacks of the 17 box break that I did with the Mountain Drifters and getting absolutely skunked. But hopefully, fingers crossed, there's a chase piece in here. And guys, it's a miracle. We did it. We beat the odds. We got the RX7 chase piece in all its glory, fully blacked out. And I love the contrast right away, guys. I love how it's got the black 6-spoke rims with the gold lip, and that's great in contrast with the white version that has gold wheels with the chrome lip. But man, that is what premium chases are all about. I mean, all the same amazing details as the white version, but in black. And it almost makes me wonder if Pandem and Grady are thinking about making a black version of this car in real life as well too, because it just looks so good in this color. Got a full painted metal base on the bottom as well too. Guys, I am shaking because this thing is just gorgeous in real life. But in anticipation that I would find this chase piece, I did break out my Nissan Skyline ER34 chase from Mountain Drifters from 2021 as well too. I mean, this has been the talk of the town as of late just because of the prices that it is spiking ever since it won the Lamley Best Model for 2022. I mean, this thing has skyrocketed in value. I mean, once it hit 150, it just took off from there. 175, 200. I believe it's selling for over $200 right now in the secondary market. So if you have one of these ER34 chases, definitely hold on to it, because we do not know where the end is. But value aside, I mean, it's still an awesome piece to keep in your collection. And the question is, can this RX7 follow? So just thinking about all the other chase pieces that have come through carculture, you got the Senza, the Corvette, the Mercedes. I know there is that new one out of the drag strip demons as well too, but again, I'm very JDM biased, so this is the one that I am looking to. And right now, currently in the secondary market, this is selling around $80 to $90, which is a pretty fair assessment. Again, that's essentially where the ER34 chase bottomed out last year, if you go back and take a look at the numbers, and then after there it just went right back up. So who knows, maybe the 80-90 mark that it's at right now is the bottom and it's going up from here. It's a great question. I don't know. I mean, this is still a fairly new set. My guess is there might be some room for it to drop a little bit more, but man, again, the way these all black chases are looking for carculture, I mean, you definitely do not want to miss out on these guys. And again, I am super blessed to actually have this in my collection, pulling it from a case. You saw it here. Again, I appreciate it, Scott and Lindsay. Thanks for holding my boxes. And again, super appreciate this chase piece. But that's what I got for you guys today. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on DieCash Cars.